Good morning, writers. Welcome back to Writers Workshop. So far, we've planned, sketched, and written our stories. Then we made changes to our work by adding more details to the drawing and to the words. We've also been thinking about how writers change their stories by adding details such as feelings or talking or thinking. Well, today I want us to take a close look at how writers begin their stories. Writers often begin stories by writing about the place where it happened. We can then see how we would like to add or change our stories to make them even more interesting to our readers. So let me show you a strategy that you can use to make changes to the beginning of your story by adding details about where the story takes place. And I'm going to do that by looking at Knuffle Bunny again. So we have the words through the park. So we know part of the story took place in the park, right? And Trixie and her daddy went down the block, right? So he's probably done that a few times. So what I want you to do is take your story and I want you to point to the beginning of your story and ask yourself, where did this take place? So, I have got my story about going to the fire, right? So I'm pointing to it and I'm saying, what more could I add to give my reader some more details about actually where it took place? Well, it took place in my cabin. So I did some sketching and I added a picture of my cabin. There it is with the deck around it and the tree coming out of the deck, okay? And then I wrote the words, I am at my cabin. So I pointed to the beginning of my story and I asked myself, where did this take place? And I sketched the details, right? And then I wrote the words where it happened. So I would like you to try that today. Take one of your stories, or if you've been working on the same story like I have, take that story and maybe add a description and a little sketch of where the story actually takes place. Okay? So maybe about 10 minutes. Have fun. Work at your own pace. See you tomorrow.